Hi, this is Lou with bodyandsoulreconnection.com. Welcome. Today we're going to be working on transforming the energy of emotional anxiety. I have another video that I created that focuses on the emotional depression energy. What I want to clarify is that we're not working on a biological or a chemical imbalance in the brain that can cause mental illness. This is different. I do also work with alternative medicine, so I am aware that there are biological deficiencies or disharmonies that can cause mental illness. It could be because there are deficiencies in certain minerals, vitamins, amino acids. A combination of things can exacerbate mental illness. So we're not going to be working on that today. It's different. What we will be doing with the emotional connections to anxiety today is utilizing a shamanic exchange of light that I learned from a shamanic teacher of mine who originally comes from Peru and who has a connection to the Inca lineage. In this process of energetic exchanges, what we'll be doing is releasing and surrendering the aspects that hold low vibrating energy that connect to the energy of anxiety. And I want to explain that anxiety deals with becoming anxious and building up fear about the unknown, about the future that is unknown, and feeling somewhat out of control because you may not know the future results of something or how something's going to transpire or unfold, and it may be bringing you anxiety. Well, we want to be able to transform that if you're willing to let go of the root belief systems and fears that connect you to this energy that fuel this anxiety. Depression, I want to clarify that depression has to do with something from the past, with an event or an experience that occurred in the past. And there could be guilt or shame, regrets, those types of things connected to what is in the past, and therefore that fuels emotional depression. If you want to know more about energy blocks and the energy gifts that we're going to be working with today, as well as a little bit more about shamanism, there are some links down below in the video description that'll give you information about that. You'll also find other links as well on a book that I wrote that is entitled Divine Power, Divine Right, A Guide to Unleashing Your Inner Light. So if you want to look at that as well, this is another tool that will support you in many different areas and will teach you how to do the work that we're going to be doing today. So go ahead and take a look at that information if that interests you. I want to also clarify more about why you're able to work with this light and do these exchanges. You and I are luminous beings. We're luminous beings that are in a physical body and experiencing a physical world. We have the birthright. You have the birthright to be able to connect to the light realms, to the spirit realms, and to be able to request transformation of the things that you don't want tainting your life anymore, that you don't want tainting your thoughts, your emotions, your perceptions. And so this is the work that we're going to be doing today, and I want to empower you and I want to help you feel confident that you have the birthright to do this as well. It's just not me or others who have made it a focus to evolve in these types of traditions or knowledge. And this might not be your focus to evolve in it like I have, but what I want to tell you is that you have these tools available to you at any time that you want to use for the rest of your life. So let me talk to you a little bit more about what we're going to do today. We are going to open up the sacred space, and I want to clarify as well that what you'll be receiving and the work that we'll be doing today does not come from me. It comes directly from the light realms. So by opening up the sacred space, we want to create a very uncontaminated, undistorted space to be able to do these exchanges and do them in a powerful manner. And by exchanging, I'm talking about you exchanging the low vibrating beliefs, fears, perceptions, blocks that are fueling your emotional anxiety. Another thing that can be connected to emotional anxiety is the belief that if things don't go the way you need them to go, that you'll be considered a failure, or you yourself will consider yourself a failure. So that's an awful belief and consequence to your future. And I want to explain to you that there's no such thing as being a failure, because everything is just an experience. An experience has no grade. It's just an experience that brings about higher awareness, understanding, um, evolution, learning experiences. That's what that is. But it has nothing to do with you failing or being somehow less than anybody else. Though those are lies, and that's just a delusion of this man-made world. So once we open up the sacred space, going back to the work that we're going to do today, we're going to be also requesting and receiving an energy gifts that will support in the transformation of the things that we want to transform. And while you do this work, you may feel some energy around your hands, or warmth, or cold. I'm going to have you close your eyes. So while you have your eyes closed, you may see colors or some other visuals that come for you. However you experience these exchanges, they're correct for you. There's no need to judge them. So if you're ready to surrender and let go of the belief systems and the energy that keeps you connected to feeling anxious and fearing things not evolving for you properly, and fearing failure, let's do this work, okay? And part of the anxiety has to do with the belief systems of, well, what if this doesn't happen? And what if that doesn't happen? It's the what ifs, the what ifs, the what ifs. But in your journey, in your life journey, it's about trusting that you know what is correct for you. And the only time we get confused is when we allow other people's expectations, other people's stories to infiltrate what is correct for us, to infiltrate our truth, to infiltrate our true essence of, in the way that we flow and the things that interest us and our intrinsic nature. This is what then feeds anxiety as well. So let's do it. What I'm going to have you do is close your eyes, put out the palms of your hands, and I'm going to guide you in how to do the process. We're going to be receiving energy gifts in the palms of the hands, and at one point I'm going to ask you to place your palms to your heart, and we'll receive the gifts. And this is where you may feel something subtle or something not so subtle as we're doing the exchanges. So very easy, but very powerful. Just trust that this is going to be something for your highest good, and know that you'll get it, and I'll be guiding you through the whole process. So once we open up the sacred space and do the exchanges that we're going to do, then we're going to close the sacred space, and then we'll finalize the session. Okay, so here we go. Take a nice deep breath and close your eyes, and we'll open up the sacred space. Palms out. You can put them on your lap or in the air, it doesn't matter. Here we go. Our divine creator, the great I am, our eternal mother and father, we come to you and we ask that you bring forth the most purest, the most uncontaminated, and undistorted sacred space. And within this space, that you bring forth the highest light creations within this realm and the light realms that will support us in this exchange. We also request any ancestors that will come forth and stand for our highest good and be witness to this work or support this work as well. We now accept the energy gifts that will help us open up the sacred space, the winds of the east, west, north, and south. Now just know and trust that energy gifts have been placed in the palm of your hands. Now place your hands to your heart and repeat after me. I receive, I receive, I receive. Great. Put your palms out. And I need you to also be in your heart space. Please get out of your head and focus in your heart space, in the space of what we call our gut, where we get our gut intuitions. Open up your heart and allow yourself to feel. It'll be much more powerful, and the experience will be a much more enriching experience. Okay, so here we go. First set of energy gifts we will request. Palms out. I ask for the energy gifts that will remove the blocks and the resistance to allowing me to free myself from anxiety, from the thoughts that bring me anxiousness, from the belief that I have to control everything, from the fear that if things don't go the way that I believe they must go. I ask for the gifts that will transform this. I allow myself to release and surrender all the low vibrating fears and beliefs that are connected to fueling the energy of anxiety. Okay, just know that gifts are in the palm of your hands. Place your hands to your heart and repeat. I receive, I receive, I receive. Let yourself feel. Great. Put your palms out. I ask for the energy gifts that will clear and transmute, that will cleanse my subconscious of any beliefs, any creations that have been sent down by my ancestors, and also any beliefs that I created within me and that I hold at the deep subconscious level. I now surrender these things unto the light, and I allow the transformation of anything that is low vibrating in my subconscious. And I request that my subconscious now align to my conscious desires, that I want to be freed from feeling anxious about the future, from feeling anxious about the unknown. So just know that energy gifts are being placed in the palm of your hands, hands to your heart, and repeat, I receive, I receive, I receive. Let yourself feel. Palms back out. I ask for the energy gifts that will support me in staying present so that I may be anchored to current reality and take my steps, step by step, in the moment, and not imagine fantasy bridges that I do not need to cross right now and that do not exist for me to cross right now. I ask for the gifts to allow me to know, to support me in my knowing that whenever something comes my way, that I have all the tools and intelligence, that I have the ability to know how to cross that bridge when it's there, and to trust myself, and to be able to trust the universe, and to know that I have others that I can get support from to help me with any bridges that come my way that I may not be too familiar on how to cross. I ask for the gifts that will give me the courage and the clarity. Just know that energy gifts are in the palm of your hands, hands to your heart. I receive, I receive, I receive. Palms back out. I ask for the energy gifts that will increase my heart vibration and merge my heart frequency to my mind and to my brain, so that I may trust in my intuitions and in my heart inclinations, and know that I am being led in the correct manner, in the manner that is correct for me, and that I may trust my heart more than the stories of others. Even though they may believe that they are helping me, they may be thrusting upon me their own fears, their own expectations, which may not align to what is correct for me. So I ask for the gifts that will give me the courage to be clear about that. Give me the courage to stand in my power, to be able to move forward in what is correct and true for me, regardless. I surrender the tendency to seek the approval of others, and I surrender the fear of failure, because I know there is no such thing as failure, only experiences. Know that there are gifts being placed in the palm of your hands, hands to your heart. I receive, I receive, I receive. Palms back out. I ask for the energy gifts that will bring forth any other transformative divine gifts that are for my highest good. Know that these energy gifts are being placed in the palm of your hands, hands to your heart. I receive, I receive, I receive. Great. Take a nice deep breath, but still keep your eyes closed. We have come to the end of the energy exchanges. Now we will close the sacred space. We want to thank our divine creator and all the light creations from this dimension and the light realms, as well as our ancestors, for being here and supporting us in these exchanges. We now ask for the energy gifts that will close the sacred space appropriately, that will close the winds of the east, west, north, and south. Know that the energy gifts are being placed in the palm of your hands, hands to your heart, and repeat after me. I receive, I receive, I receive. Great. Palms out. You can open your eyes. I hope this was a really neat and interesting experience for you. But however it transpired for you, it is correct. And however things are going to unfold for you for the next days and weeks to come are correct for you. I do suggest that you drink a glass or two of extra water for the next 2 to 3 days. This helps in supporting the unfolding of the exchanges. And also, if you, after a while, if you believe that it makes sense to have a one-on-one, a private session, then you will know and contact me and we'll go from there. My desire for you is for you to stand in your power in all aspects of your life and to have that clarity and that direction and not to have fear or doubt or worry reign in your life, because it doesn't have to be that way. When you don't have fear or worry or these low vibrating beliefs, perceptions, then so many different possibilities open up to you, because now you become aware of all these different possibilities that you can bring forth for yourself, the things that align to you, not that align to someone else, but that align to you. And this is what this work is all about, in teaching you the process of how you can transform the things that you're just done with, that you want to close the chapter on. Because as your light increases, and as fear and worry and self-doubt and insecurities are banished from you, the chapters are closed, and they're not tainting your current life experiences and not overwhelming you. Not only do you benefit because of the increase in your field and in your light, but we all benefit. And this whole thing about anxiety, just live in the present and trust. Trust what you get for yourself. Trust what interests you, what excites you. Trust what you feel like. I feel that this is the better school for me, or I feel that I need to just not make a decision right now because I don't think the timing is correct, or I'm going to wait a little while, or I feel like I feel this is something I do want to pursue. What I'm saying is just live your life day to day, and make the choices and your decisions when you feel that it's the correct time. Be kind to yourself and allow yourself to flow versus feeling that you need to pull the trigger on things constantly. Okay, so anyhow, I hope this has been helpful. And in whatever form we meet again, whether it's this way or in another form, in a private session, or through the book, um, my heart is with you, and I thank you for giving yourself the opportunity to experience these energy exchanges. And I just wish you many, many blessings. Thank you.